Hello, and welcome back to the Super Mario's Second Land. That's right, it's the sequel, baby. And in the last few episodes, we've been going pretty hard against, vis-a-vis capitalism. So, we'll take a little break this episode, and we'll enjoy the one shining beacon capitalism has offered us: Halloween. In the pumpkin zone, in the pumpy zone, we're gonna enjoy some Halloween, the only thing that capitalism has produced that's good. And when I say that, I mean, when you think about it, Halloween's kind of a socialist holiday, so I mean, like, maybe capitalism can get gone and we can still have some good Halloween times. Because, you go around, you get the candy, everyone hands out candy to everyone else, and everyone gets their fair share of candy, and I'm doing a bad job at playing this video game because I'm so excited to be in the pumpy zone. So the Goombas for this level are just little, like, Jason Voorhees masks with knives, maybe machete. That'd be more on brand for Jason. Is Jason the machete? I think Jason does as Jason likes. I think is what I learned from my times playing that Friday the 13th game that, like, came out of nowhere and then, like, died out of nowhere. I mean, that was my experience with it. Maybe people still play it and enjoy it. I don't know. But, they're like little Jason masks, and it's really cute and good, and I like it. It's a cute, like, Goomba reflavor that I think is pretty good. And even better, their Japanese names are J-Sun, just J-Sun, which is very good. Love a good spooky thing. Halloween is my favorite time of year, and I love spooky levels and games. I love just spooky themed things. I've had the same ghost lights, like a string of, like, Halloween ass, like, lights shaped like ghosts hung up in like on one of my bookshelves for like 2 years now. I bought like a row of, like, or string of, like, Christmas lights that are like Halloween colors, so like orange and purple. And I've just kept those up, and I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but okay. And I've just kept those, around my house for the last year. And I've also had the same pumpkin tablecloth on my table for a while, and this is already the end of the level, so very cool, very good. There was a little vampire guy at the end who throws bats at you, which you can use to jump to the one up, and that's the only one of those vampires in the game, which is a little strange that they made this, strangely, like, more complex than most enemies in this game, and then they're like, yeah, we'll just use it here. Like, I mean, I guess, like, the idea was they designed it for, like, just that place, but it's interesting that they made it and then only used it in that place. Now, I enjoy the pumpkin zone because I love the Halloween. I just said I've kept my stupid decorations up for way longer than I should have. But, the Pumpy Zone does have one failing that, Tree Zone and Macro Zone did better. And that's the whole, like, where you are in the, like, on the map, like, pertains to the level. So, like, in Space Zone, there wasn't really much context that you could be gleaned from these kinds of things. And in the same way, Pumpkin Zone's a bit abstract. So, like, I'm going to need to, like, duck under this alternate cheap. Those aren't cheaps, but they are, like I'm guessing they're a type of cheap, but they're not, like, capital C cheap. They're something else. They're, like, probably, like, goggles or something. Who knows? But, the Pumpkin Zone, like, in terms of its map layout's a little bit more abstract, so you don't get that very good, like, oh, this is the, this part of the map, there's just straight up things on the map that we go to. So, like, in the first one, there were some coffins, and we went through, like, a little mausoleum. In this one, there were some, like, gravestones. Now we're in, like, a grave yard. I almost forgot the word for graveyard. I was going to say grave site, which, not incorrect, but not normally the... Oh, wait, no, I forgot if you pick up a mushroom, it hurts you, basically. Completely forgot that's how this video game works. And, that's a little disappointing, but I enjoy the spooky themes. It's always good to see booze in the video game, which is also a plus in this favor Super Mario Odyssey. I can't believe Super Mario Odyssey didn't have a ghost house level. Even after they had the frickin' Dark Souls, like, spooky castle going on, and then they're like, nah. What? You want us to use that for, like, a spooky ghost house thing? Why? No, of course not. Get off my backs. No ghosts. There'll be no booze in this video game at all. Which really makes me hope for some Super Mario Odyssey DLC with, some ghost house stuff, and or give me Super Wario Odyssey, because I went over it in my Wario Land 4 LP. But man, Mario Odyssey feels like it should be like a Wario Land game. Like, the transforming into enemies feels like a extension of the Wario Land, like, transformation system. But that's just the way I feel. So this level, we haven't spoke about it at all. This level's pretty straightforward. There's not too much going for it. It is filled with weird, unique enemies, as this game is wont to do. Like all themed about like yokai, and I don't know a ton about yokai. I never touched Yokai Watch. I don't really know things about culture like at all. Like I barely know what's up with me, let alone like, oh, here's all these weird Japanese ghosts. But there's a bunch of them that I recognize from the Yokai Watch because it was very popular for a couple years. And I don't think you can actually destroy the lantern dudes. It's a cute little level. And a neat thing about Pumpkin Zone is Pumpkin Zone has 2 secret areas. And it's unfortunate because they take you out into the overworld, which I think is cool because like, oh shoot, that's super cool. It kind of gives you like a Forest of Illusion feel. But also it's kind of unfortunate because you lose the like, the theming of the world. Like it becomes less like, oh, this is the spooky area. Now, Torres did do something cool and threw us a bone in this regard and kind of gave us like, this one's kind of night themed. Oh, and I wanted to jump off that Goomba to get some extra air. And now I'm falling too much, so I'm actually going to sit here and I'm going to mache, wait for the Goomba to go down. And I can't get stupid altitude off these things because it's a little hard to do with the bunny ears, Bunny Mario, whatever the hell it's called. Because I feel like the challenge here... Oh, no, and Oh, okay, cool. We went just far enough. That's very lucky. Because I feel the challenge there is, there's a bunch of coins. I feel like they want you to go back and forth as Bunny Mario to collect all the, like, groups of coins and then jump off the Paragoombas to get altitude to kind of keep going back and forth. And I'm not very good at that kind of thing. And also, it'd be just kind of a waste of our time. And then I messed it up on top of it. So who cares? We'll just go ahead and kill all these Goombas that's past the exit for the level. And, enjoy it. Have a good time. Have some fun. Oh, my phone just went off. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. My phone's a little far away, so maybe you can't. Unless I boost the audio so you hear it. But I think I was talking, so that'd be pretty bad. So now that we've completed that special area, the eyes in the Pumpy Zone have awakened. We've awakened Pumpy. Hello, Pumpy. I wish to be your friend. So yes, we went out the special secret, woohoo secret way. Which is actually very close to the end of the level, so I'm just going to cut to near the end of the level. Okay, so now we're back to about where we left off in the level. I actually made it up to the top of the building and got. Now, I always see these like weird like Japanese buildings with the fish on the edges, and I didn't think that they were a graveyard thing, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know shit about shit. So who am I to say what's up? Now, the goal exit for this one's interesting. You gotta jump off an enemy so you can get up to the bell, which is kind of neat, It's interesting because a lot of levels, the thing to get up to the goal is like a moving platform or something, and if you fail, you can just, jump back up onto the platform. There's nothing stopping you from, just keeping on retrying. Very, very, very rarely, I was trying to think of the opposite of often, very rarely in this video game where they're like, no, you get one try at the bonus. So it's nice to see like, oh, you gotta be careful with your enemy. And now it's time to pop goes the weasel and a ghost house. It's like, oh shoot, there's just straight up a ghost house in this video game. Another favor in this video game's favors. So get shit on, Mario Odyssey. Let's see you live up to the platforming that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say like, let's see you be as good of a handheld Mario as Mario Land 2. And I'm sure you can get, yeah, there we go. For some reason, I'm not sure if I was jumping bad into those pipes or if some of them are fake pipes that don't take you where you gotta go. So yeah, Mario Odyssey, not the best Mario game ever, because, it's a handheld game, it doesn't have a boo house, which is honestly my biggest critique of Mario Odyssey, is there's no boo house. And also, I love this boo house, because there's like the little ghost buzz, Goomboos, that's what they should be called, Goomboos. I figured it out, I localized it, because I think they're like, Tene Karibo or something, some garbage like that, some garbage like that I say, being very offensive to just a language I don't speak, just because I'm kind of, I guess, a rude person and didn't really think about that until I said it. But, Goomboos, I did it. I did localize it. And I actually never come down to this area because there's no reason to come down here. Like, there's probably, like, a hidden one-up or something. But, I'm just checking out what's happening, crack-a-lacking while we're, see what's up. And I'll stick with Bunny Mario for right now. I think there's a need for Fire Mario in this level, but I don't entirely remember. I do remember a need for Bunny Mario. What's down here? Oh, I think this one. I have fallen down here before because it's like just a bunch of, bunch of hidden blocks that you gotta like make platforms so you can escape. Which is like you fall down here and it's scary. Like, oh my god, how do I get out? But it's just a bunch of hidden blocks. Just a little like razzmatazz. Oh, this is gonna drop us to our death, isn't it? Oh well. And oh wait, I can pan it down a little bit more. Yeah, we can't get down here. Is there a little woohoo secret? No, there's just a boo down here. Also, I love the boo sprite in this game. Like, look at how happy that boo is. It reminds me of the boos from the from Yoshi's Island. Very good boos in that game. Oh, and coming up here, I'm glad we have a power-up because there's an interesting puzzle that is... This isn't a puzzle unless you come in here with a power-up. So this area, like, as you probably saw when we came down, is just like a bunch of rows of blocks. Now, there's actually a bunch of hidden blocks in here, too, that, you know, if you weren't careful, you'll hit the hidden blocks and make it impossible for yourself to get up here unless you're like the littlest Mario. But I just want to see if we can get up here, and then cool, if we can get up here. I said cool because oh no, I can't do the spin because I'm Bunny. I forgot that Bunny can't do the spin. I always forget that for whatever. I don't really understand why the Bunny can't do the spin other than like perhaps like they're like, ah, well, let's make it so like, you know, there's some point to be the other ones because yeah, if you're like not careful, you would come through here and you would, you know, make all these like hidden blocks appear and then you'd be screwed. Oh, it's just kind of neat, you know. If you come in here as the little guy, though, you can... The little guy, you know. The little guy, you know, there's Super Mario and the little guy. If you come in here as the little guy, you can proceed upwards. And oh, dang, I forgot to use Luigi in the stupid special zone again. I was thinking, like, oh, we didn't use him in the last episode. And, you know, like, oh, he'll be, like, taking a little nap or whatever. And then he gets to do it twice in this one because there's 2 bonus areas. But then I forgot about... No, I mean, I guess that's Luigi's thing that, you know, he gets forgotten about, so... Oh, cool, we did your thing, Luigi. Happy year of Luigi 5 years later. Was it 2014? I don't remember. Okay, so this little bonus area is neat. Because we come down here, and the trick to getting to the goal is very easy. You just stand on these disappearing, not actually disappearing, they're visually disappearing platforms, but not Mega Man, fuck you platforms. And you know, you come up here and get the goal, but as you saw, there was a trail of coins in the shape of an arrow pointing upwards, which may make you wonder, how go up? And how go up? You use Bunny. That's how you go up. The Bunny, you go up. And you use it, you come up here, and you find the other secret exit to the area. So we've already... The first one we did, we turned on the eyes of the pumpkin. But what is left for us? And let's go ahead and swap over to... That was the wrong... But okay, well, fine. We'll do it as Mario. Luigi, you may continue to sleep. And, can I... Well, yeah, I can, but... Maybe... Okay, so they gave me the fire flower, and I could jump over and continue the level as you know, the Bunny Mario and just cheat, but oh no, that was a 1-up that I probably would have wanted. You know, I mean, we'll be fine because I have 73 of them, but you know, the point of these bonus areas is to get the 1-ups. But I would like to complete this level because unlike in Macro Zone, if we were to die or, you know, quit out or whatever, we will be kicked out of this area. And we would have to go and replay those levels to, you know, find the woohoo secrets. Instead of just being able to proceed to them like you should be able to normally. So I want to try and beat this carefully if I can. And we're actually getting into like the real platforming segments of this. And I don't think I've ever said what I meant, but I could have used Bunny to kind of circumvent the you know, make the platforming easier as I jump to my death. But I was like, oh, I'll go with the fire flower because they gave me a fire flower and there's a bunch of the fire flower blocks. So see, as you can see, we were kicked out and I'm pushing the D-pad and all the, you know, up. I'm pushing... I said up, but then I push to the left, I push up, push down. If I push to the right, they'll take us back to the graveyard. That doesn't do anything for us, so I have to go back through the ghost house to get to that exit. Okay, there we go. We've beaten the level again. I mean, it wasn't all that hard. And if you're ever wondering, like, how the hell do I keep messing up select and start? The reason is, instead of being like a smart person who mapped start and select to like the plus and minus on my Switch Pro controller, I mapped it to X and A, and then I have jump on Y and B, and I keep messing up which one select. Oh, and nope, that's also the wrong button. Cool, buttons. Who even understands how a button works? You know, we could probably just cheat this level. We could probably just jump over these and, you know, just have a good old time. I mean, we already got our friend Luigi who can just jump for days, and this is like no problem. This is honestly probably like one of the only like hard bonus levels. And I mean, it's not like particularly hard, you know, it's not like a super rough like platforming segment, but I did die in it once. So like that's more than you could say for like the other ones, because like the other bonus sections, it's like almost impossible to die. Like, I mean, there's the enemies, like if you ran into the enemies, but you know, Goombas and Koopas don't tend to be the mass murderers one would expect. They tend to be pretty baby. And oh, actually, is there a... Looks like if we had a fire flower, we could get a thing. You know, let's run backwards, because I think there was a block with a fire flower. So we'll just, you know, we'll run back. Why not? We got plenty of time in the level. We can just kind of fly our way across the level anyway. So who care? Oh my god, I almost died because I landed and then I panicked. But hopefully those platforms come back, because otherwise we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. So let's be careful. I'm not sure if we went backwards if we could spawn them in again, but there are more falling platforms, so we'll just go ahead and just make a jump. And Luigi jumps too damn high, and I can't really see where I'm... And then, yeah, he was jumping too high, so I didn't want to jump high, and then I didn't do a big enough of a jump, so I guess we gotta do it again! And I probably should use a save state, but I'm too lazy to figure out how save states work. Even though, okay, so there's a load state and there's a save state, which I've been using for like in between episodes as like a, you know, in case there's a problem or recording or whatever, I can just reload and then, you know, re-record the episode or whatever. And then there's like, oh, you know, like the, select a different state thing, which I assume will make like a save state file somewhere and then I can mess with it. But that's too much effort. I'll just keep playing this level over and over again until we manage to complete that level, which I could have totally just done, but then I demanded the fire flower at the very end, which was foolish of me. Okay, so this is back to where we died. I'm grabbing the fire flower. We've obtained fire flower. And now I'm going to jump good. I'm going to hold A. I'm not going to... Okay, now I'm going to hold up on the D-pad to make sure we get the biggest jump. So I don't screw this up. And, you know, like, I can use my brain to remember where a platform is, you know, just because it's gone off screen. It does scare me. That's kind of one of the downsides of the much larger sprites in this game is sometimes, you know, some jumps can be harder to make. Like, you can hold up on the D-pad and down on the D-pad, usually to scroll the camera a bit, and it's just going to fall. Oh, and then I got to land on that. Cool and good. I thought I was going to fuck that up at the last second. But no, I didn't. It's very good. I'm very good at video games, so it was no problem at all. I knew I was going to mess that up the second I made the stupid jump. Time for Pumpy Zone 3 times 3. Is this the third or the fourth? I can't count. I don't know. So, I've decided I failed this level too many times to let it beat me, so I'm gonna do it legit. You know, we're not using bunny. We're not using... Oh my god, why did I cheat? I should have just cheated! And you know what the best part is? We actually haven't beaten Pumpy Zone 3, so I'm gonna have to do this level one more time after I get this stupid thing. So since I've decided to be stubborn about this level, and I'm not making save states, and I've decided I need to beat it, and I need to beat it without using bunny ears too, we're probably going to die a bunch more times, so why don't we subject our friend, the Super Mario, to it? That sounds like a fun little thing. Like, hey, why must Luigi die for our sins when the Super Mario is right then and there? You know? See, doesn't that feel so much better? I decided to beef with the wrong level. Been here for like, I don't know, at least 10 minutes, I don't know. But our reward is we changed the background from tombstones to Boo Buddies. And it hit a point where I went and figured out the damn save stakes. I was so tired of doing this level over and over again, but I get to go one more time! Okay. So we're at the end of the level, and I almost instinctively went for the stupid bonus, but we don't need the stupid bonus. What we need is the stupid goal, so we can be done with Pumpy Zone 3. I'm so tired of doing this stupid level. Oh my god. Okay. It's fine. It's cool. We go get a 3-up, and we'll continue onwards, having bested both of the special zones in Pumpy Zone. So it's fine. It's cool. And well, they're not special zones, they're special. You get it. Now we can continue on to the end of Pumpy Zone. Now that we have our dancing boos in the background, we We've awoken the Pumpy Zone. The ghosts are dancing for us. It's time to see what the end of Pumpy Zone holds. And the end of Pumpy Zone holds a witch's lair, which, I mean, there was a witch flying around, so you knew that a witch was going to be important at some point. They got these weird little, like, tentacles flip-flopping around, which then I just immediately jumped into because I'm so tired. Okay, wait, hold up. Me doing bad at that level wasn't because I'm tired. I became tired because I was doing bad at that level. I wanted to just make it known. I mean, I am a little tired, but that isn't the excuse for me being bad. The excuse for me being bad was I was just doing bad at the video game, and also I was being very hard-headed and not using the tools that the video game is provide. And then I went and got hit again. Nice. I could have used Bunny Mario and like just completely schooled that level and just, or even, if not using Bunny Mario, if I had just foregone that very last segment where you gotta jump into those blocks, because that just kept getting me, and then it just kept going on, and then I just kept making more and more mistakes because I was getting like, it was getting to me, like I was just being worn down. And also, there's brooms in here because we're about to fight a witch or whatever, and you can jump on them. There'll be another one. We'll jump on this fool, so we can defeat an enemy and continue onwards. No, we're actually very close to the star. I had forgotten that we were getting close to a star because I actually... oh, no, I didn't want to jump on... Well, okay, fine. I wanted to just do a short hop and not hop over so we could stay on the bottom level, because whenever it comes to one of these like things, you want to stay on the bottom level because then you can get the most goodies that way. But it didn't work out that way because you get enough air when you hop off the J-Suns that it forces you upwards. Is this a segment we can go down? No, we can't go down that pipe, but, oh, I know what this is. Yeah, this is the fun little pipe segment where there's an upper and a lower area, and, fine. I even though I just immediately was like, oh, yeah, we got enough for a star, and then we've kind of wasted the star, which is very cool, very good. I wouldn't want it any other way. I don't know if there'll be enough enemies in the game to kill before the end of the game to acquire another star, so that might have been the last, like, good star that we end up seeing. So hooray, cool and good. Maybe we'll see another. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember the amounts of enemies and the next two zones. I almost said the names, which, they're probably not that much of a spoiler. We've seen them on the map previously, but hey, if you don't know what's coming up, there's some treats coming up. I'll tell you what. And speaking of telling you what, here's the boss. The witch's lair, 3 cauldrons, some skulls, some bones, and some ladles, because that's all a witch really needs. Also, those weird little tentacle things at the top of the zone, the battle arena, are spikes. She'll shoot fire so that the fire can hurt you, but the fire can also ignite the cauldrons and, like, force the lid up, which will force you into the spikes. Oh yeah, we can shoot fire at her, but we're not going to shoot fire at her. Who fights Mario bosses by shooting fire at them? Not me, I say. And, I've both gotten hit. Screw it. That was her last hit. Who cares? We'll just go ahead and get hit. We can lean back, and we can enjoy her golden coin, the coin she was protecting, the Pumpy Zone coin. I'm so ready to stop playing this game right now. That zone just destroyed my spirit. Not the zone. The Pumpkin Zone is very good. Pumpkin Zone is a shining beacon in this horrible capitalist hellscape that is the Super Mario Land. But this guy right here, me bones. And the witch is gone because we've murdered her. Nice. Cool. We did a cool murder. We did a cool murder because it was Halloween. Halloween, you go out and you get candy and you do cool murders. And that's the end of the episode because I'm gonna go to sleep now because I'm so tired. What's up, y'all? It's me. I'm still very tired, and I just realized I wanted to say this thing while we were in the witch's lair, but I forgot because that zone, the special level you just heard. But the thing I wanted to mention was there was that weird one-up thief in the previous levels. In Macro Zone 4, there was the little thief who stole the one-up whenever the one-up came up, and then a little witch popped out and ran away. And it's very strange that it only exists in that attic level as opposed to being in Pumpkin Zone where there's a witch boss and stuff. I wonder if they were like, it'd be weird to have a witch and a witch, even though we've had birds and birds. There weren't any rats in the zone, but there were aliens in the space zone. And I know I said the zone. It was the Macro Zone. I'm tired. I just wanted to say the thing about the one-up thief because I looked at my notes to close them and immediately realized I forgot to say the damn thing I wanted to say. So now the episode is over for real. Goodbye and good night.